How to pick a woman? Fine, I'll talk about it. So, let's get at it. Hello, gentlemen. Welcome to the Legacy Gentleman channel. I've been answering this question that I got over Facebook, which was really about long-term relationships. And so in the last video, I was talking about what you needed to be. So this video, I'm going to talk about what that woman needs to be. And like I said, I have been out of the dating market for a long time. And when I actually was in the dating market, life was a lot different. It was the early to late 90s. The internet was barely a thing and I couldn't afford it, and my girlfriend at the time couldn't really afford it. Telephones, cell phones didn't really connect to the internet, and there was absolutely no social media that even made sense. I think that made it my wife easier to find and to get in a long-term relationship with than it would be today. So the first thing you want to do is you want to vet this woman. And like that, hopefully that's not a big shock to people, but a lot of times as guys, when you're looking at relationships, you're just like, I'm glad I found somebody, she's pretty, and I'm gonna get with her, and I'm lucky to find such a pretty woman. But when you're actually looking for a long-term relationship, you need to be taking it up, and I talked about the last time, values. And those values really are gonna be how she treats you first and foremost. Finding a woman that has a genuine disrespect for men and disrespect for you is something that you really need to look out for. Looking at their past behavior, this really starts with their father, but with whatever significant man in their life, it's really gonna be that domino effect for how they treat other men. And that's the first thing you wanna really just vet about the woman. The next thing is, it's just general idea of attention seeking. In general, women feel like they need to get right who they're gonna be with for the rest of their life. And sometimes there's just a bunch of dudes that they want that really won't give them the commitment that they want. So you're like their next best option, and they still have their better than you option on the hook, and their better than that guy option on the hook that she's still trolling around with. You wanna be the person that is her best option and the option that she specifically wants. And you've proved your value to her, and what she does to prove that is she is no longer attention seeking. And my wife is still attractive, and so when she goes to the store, still guys try and help her load stuff into her cart and ask if she needs help all the time, which is normal, but she definitely always checks with me to make sure she's not wearing anything revealing and that I know she is not trying to get anybody else's attention. So the third part is this vetting process. You're gonna vet how she treats you. And specifically, I know I've said this a million times before, but a man's job is to lead. You need to lead in your family, you need to lead in your community, you need to be that guy ready to lead at work, whatever your job is, you are supposed to be leading. That is why I said that you're supposed to establish what your values are and what direction you want to take your life, and you take your wife on that journey with you towards your plans. And then you have her and your children follow you on that plan. You're supposed to lead your wife. And so you need to make sure that your wife is going to follow you. And in the best way to describe that is that she needs to submit to you, your judgment, and your leadership. Now look, I know that is a really almost a dirty word nowadays, but that's what men are supposed to do. You're supposed to lead. She is supposed to submit to your leadership. That's only going to happen if she respects you, if she doesn't have this messed up relationship with men and her dad, if she's not out attention seeking, trying to replace you with somebody she think might be better. It's when she will submit to your leadership. You definitely want to be in a relationship with someone you think is smart, and so you take their wise counsel. But when push comes to shove, it is your leadership she needs to submit to. And that's something that you want to make sure that your wife, your girlfriend, any of them, they're coming into your life, then they need to be on your program and you need to lead. That is just has to be a non-negotiable for you. So gentlemen, today I talked about what you need to be looking for in a woman before you decide to have a long-term relationship or make her your wife. The first thing is you want to evaluate her relationship with other men. You really want to make sure that you're not setting yourself up for a hard time. The next thing you want to do is make sure she is not still out there trying to hook the next man or attention seeking. And like I said, especially with social media and Instagram and all that stuff, I would really tell her, hey, you need to take all that stuff down. My wife doesn't have any social media at all. And then the third thing you want to do is you want to make sure that you are in a relationship with someone who actually respects you and is able to willingly, without arm twisting, submit to your leadership. Because if you're not leading, you're not manning. Hope you've enjoyed this video. Please let me know what you think about some of the concepts I talked about down in the comments section, and I will see you next time.